Hello, and welcome to the Daily Political Tarot and Astrology here on the Black and Orange channel. Thank you for being here. Thank you. I am here literally every single day of the year with you to take your political questions out of the chat. Come on between 12 and 12:15 every single day. And I have for over 4 years. Yeah. Anyway, we have epic troll slayers who make this possible, who keep us safe. Thank you. And we have a fantastic community here of kind people because of you. Thank you. And if you're watching on replay, hello. You can go down in the description box. All the questions are listed there. I timestamp them as I go, so you can pick and choose what you're interested in. Or you can watch back on like 1.25 speed, which I do a lot on YouTube. So, I don't have any tea. Woe is tea. Anyway, today I am using the Art Nouveau deck, which has this lovely gold on it. So it's a beautiful deck. So the link for that will be in the description. It isn't there at the moment. Hello, Zeticus. Great name. All right, so hello. Oh, thank you, Gomzilla. All right. Boy, have we got stuff to cover today. Woo, man. I'm glad you guys like the kitties. Oh, that's what I knew there was something I was going to tell you. I got this a while back, but it's the first time I've used it on screen. Look at the blanket. Look at the throw my mom got for me. It makes me happy. It's like, okay, all right, boo-boo, you can lay here, or you can lay here, or you can lay. Oh. Okay. I never take for granted the love I have in my life. Ever. Not one day. Some people are like, oh, you should really appreciate the time you have with your parents, with your cat, with your, cats, with your whatever. And it's just like, not a single day goes by. If anything, I need to spend more time just being in the moment, enjoying it, instead of feeling like, yes, well, I guess it's my Scorpio nature. We're always kind of aware of the doom in the distance. But we're not over dramatic or anything. All right. Yes, Bratu, if you fits, you sits. All right. I am very fortunate. I am blessed, and I am grateful. All right, let's jump into the icky questions about the icky people, because this is what we do here. We start up nice energy, and then we sink down into political ickiness, and then so we can come back up. And we do this together. We go through the news together. Denise Miner saying, fellow Scorpio here, I understand. Thank you, Joanne. Thank you. Okay. This first question, I'm loving it. And I have not darkened the door of a McDonald's in more than a decade. Yeah, at least. Because they refused to create a vegan menu. They refused to have a vegan burger. Therefore, I have literally not darkened the door of a McDonald's since I've been vegan for 20 years now. I enjoy it. I really do. I'm glad I am, but I actually have no choice in the matter. I can't actually eat anything higher on the food chain or I get really sick. Just how it is. Anyway, I'm loving this story. The ultimate grifter has enraged watchdogs and pundits. Whatever. I'm not feeling enraged. I'm finding this hysterically funny. Trump has raised the rates at Mar-a-Lage, being a member, from $200,000 a year in 2017 to $1 million today. Yes, he raised the rates is that 500%? From $200,000 a year to $1 million to be a member at Mar-a-Lage. I mean, although, okay, all right, let's be fair. It does make sense, considering you get turn down service, chocolates on your pillows, and complimentary top secret documents. It's a bargain. But what this says to me is he is desperate for money. And there's nothing that makes me happier than, oh my gosh, I cut the deck, than this jerk, King of Wands, things not going well for him, as long as he's okay, as long as he's not hurt, as long as he's still with us. But as long as this jerk is getting, if karma is heading back to him, I'm happy. Kelly Ramsey, yeah, and yet he can't clean the vent registers. Thank you. That, okay, look, I know I'm a germaphobe, but ew. Yeah, the mold and the cockroaches. Man. John France, I love that. He's a grifter fascist. Yes, and yes. So, quote, it's possible some people just want to hobnob with a former president and be around him, but it was explicit in his first presidency that it was an opportunity to tell him what you thought and also to seek favor, unquote. Will Trump be able to afford to hold court at these prices? Okay, how's this going to go? And then we'll ask about his financial situation. I have to wonder if, yes, he's desperate for money, and that's right here in the cards. But I also have to wonder, is this a way for someone like an Elon Musk to give him directly the money that he wants or needs? Is this a way for foreign nationals, and is the con, have we gone from grift to international con man? Not that he wasn't before. Yeah, I don't like the feeling of this, but Tower, Hierophant, Emperor. The card for the reading is Temperance. Yeah, that doesn't, these are big cards. I pulled 3 cards and a card for the reading, and they're all major arcana. And if it was just those two, yeah, he's the emperor and of the establishment, the institutions, the whatever. But no. This is a very abrupt bringing down. And insert Wilhelm scream. Ah! Yeah, not literal, but hello, Patricia. All right, so let's say, what does this say about Trump's financial state? Is this just more grift or is his financial situation about to tumble like a house of cards? I've run out of space. I can't save at the moment in the I can't save in the chat the or the in the description box at the moment because I've got too many characters. But hopefully I will be able to at some point here. So what's Susan Stewart says, word is Harris will announce her VP pick Tuesday morning, followed by a video her team releases. Oh. Well, the likelihood that it would leak ahead of time is pretty high. Hello, boo-boo. How doing? Trump's financial situation. He's so gross. Hi. You can hang out? Trump's financial situation. Oh, cards coming straight off the top of the deck. Well, his financial situation is not good if Harris is elected. Let's do that. Let's all take part and make sure that happens. Hi. No kitty butts. Hi. All right, what have we got here? Oh, jeez. You okay? What was that? What was that? Okay, actually, what I'm getting at the moment, strangely enough, I'm not getting his financial ruin for some reason, as much as I am getting his taking advantage of people. Don't know why. We already know he takes advantage of people. But this is bullying. This is his bullying for money from the poorest of the poor. He's the King of Pentacles. Well, he's got all this money, but temperance is coming for this jerk. So what form does that temperance take? Because it's major arcana. But boy, it's just, if you knew it just feels like, is it something particularly, well, more illegal? That's the thing, I can't even ask, like, is it something particularly illegal? Yeah, he's a walking crime scene. Yogi Bear says, hey, boo-boo, where's my picnic basket? Awesome. Lewis says, I'm so sick of this thing. Just go away, Dumpy. Well, I guess that's the good news. Yes, he has his followers, but he also has women who have voted for him before, which may not vote for him again because I've got the world. And no matter what he throws at it, the start of a big democratic movement. Women voting is mainly what it feels like. But traditionally, the world card is also an end of the way things were. And so he keeps trying his stupid stuff. Also, I just wanted to point out something I think is very important. Hello, Becca. Well done on Petty Boots Club last night. It was really good. I wanted to point something out, which I think is very interesting. While Trump was in office and all that pain we went through, Neptune was in its home sign of Pisces. And the lies. See, that's a problem. It's it can be too much of a good thing when planets go into their home signs, because they're like, oh, I'm home. I'm going to put on my sweatpants. I'm going to let it all hang out. And so you get a lot of that energy, whatever it is. And the bad side of Neptune, which rules Pisces, is lies. It can be magnificent art. Neptune rules that is immaterial. Like if you put something, Neptune rules the sea. If you put something in water, it dissolves. That's what that's. So anything immaterial, spirituality, art, that kind of thing. And so we had to deal with alternative facts for those years, which makes it seriously makes you feel like you're losing your mind, because you're like, no, a fact is a fact. It's not subjective, it's objective. It's an object, it's a thing, it's a fact. It's not, and that's what we dealt with. And trying to nail people down on the truth was so hard to do. But suddenly, one insult, it's not even rude. You could say it in front of your kids. One insult is gaining traction and it's hitting home. Because, and I just find it so fascinating that Pluto is moving from Capricorn into Aquarius, and then it's retrograding back out, and then it's going back in. So we're already getting some of that Pluto knocking everything down, rebuilding, kicking up all that Aquarian dust. And what is one of the many words that could be used to describe Aquarians? Weird. They think outside the box. Aquarius rules electricity, technology, humanitarianism as well, but more humanitarianism where you're giving an equal amount to everybody. It can be a little cool, but I mean, think of Uranus, which rules Aquarius. It's on its side. Most of the planets are doing little lovely pirouettes around the sun, and Uranus is just coming through like a bowling ball, and the energy coming off of it is out of the blue. Unique, Ratu, that's another one. Oh, I love Aquarians too. I mean, we love Aquarians. Sarah's an Aquarius. And anyone who ever tries to nail her down to do whatever, I'm just like, oh, you do not know to whom you're speaking. So anyway, I just wanted to point out that this whole thing about there on the right there, it's really hitting home, and it's working to call them weird, as Pluto is going into Aquarius to dig things up. One word suddenly is able to dig and undermine them in a way that us calling out all of their lies didn't. We don't know exactly why astrology works, but gosh darn it, it does. Anyway, all right. Thus endeth the ramble. Okay, so that started somewhere around 14. Weird astrology. I'll make that as a note. Okay. Now, another little bit of loveliness at 1910. The phrase, "Trump is a coward," is currently trending among users on Truth Social and other places, but as of yesterday, hashtag Trump is a coward is the third trending topic listed on Truth Social's main page. How is Trump's ego handling that on his own network? Will he be bullied by his own people into doing the debate? Lady Eva, yes, that's probably the only real truth over there. I know there's some people who are actually Democrats who are actually creating accounts on Truth Social in order to just go poke, 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 poke. Because I got big old judgment here. Big old judgment. And if that isn't the look of Trump in a mood, I don't know if I can get this thing to focus on his face, but he just has this look on his face, like a looking over his shoulder. No, it just won't quite. Sorry about that. Oh, anyway, he's got a look on his face like Six of Cups. So that makes me think that there might be some Democrats over there just poke. Matter of fact, there was one person I was listening to. She's very much a Democrat, and she was saying, "Come here, seriously, join with me." And the whole point is, do not interact with the other people there. Just focus on Trump. And then later she came back and said, well, actually, every once in a while I do interact with some of the others because it's just too easy. Magician. One of the things that people have tried to be on Truth Social, have tried to, bring some reality over there in the past, they've been blocked. Oh yeah, it's the truth. Freedom. Yeah, please. No, but then you speak ill of the Fiora. Higher wisdom. Again, I have to wonder. Fool. And it makes, yeah, Trump can be manipulated really easily. He really can. You just have to know how to manipulate a narcissist. I don't want to know. I'd rather just not deal with them. But they're easy. They really are. So, oh, bless you. Okie dokie. At 22:45, Chris Cool had a question. Oh boy. Hi. How do I? I'm gonna lie down. You're gonna be a pain. But we appreciate your energy because you're a good boy. Yeah, cards are kitty approved. Let me make this 23:30. Okay, this JD Vance's wife has spoken out. I'm trying to think what the expression is. There's a woman who does short videos on YouTube. I think on TikTok as well, because I've been sent some, where she sings a song, something about, I didn't think the leopards would eat my face, something. And it's always in reference to a news story where these ultra right-wing people, or people who've gotten into metaphorical bed with Dumpy, suddenly MAGA turns on them. Who knew? And Usha Vance. Why do you really think? Do you really think that MAGA's not going to turn on you? Honestly, that's kind of sad. If you think that they can espouse all of this and that you're somehow going to be immune, that's really sad. pathetic. And also, you're supposed to be smarter than that. You're some big time lawyer. You've been a clerk for for Roberts, the head of the Supreme Court. I mean, anyway, so the reason I'm telling you all of that is because there are a few questions here related. She came out and she was saying that he, the childless cat ladies, of course he didn't mean it in a negative way that you wouldn't like. Of course not. Mm-hmm. I was hoping I had it here handy. But yeah, I don't think I do. All right. Well, she was basically saying, oh, it's nothing to it at all. So anyway, has Usha Vance, has she been concerned about what Dumpy had in mind for his last vice president? Considering, I don't know, the last vice president and how that might translate to her own husband if he no longer serves a purpose. You know, they built a gallows right there, right, with the and the chanting, and you didn't think the leopards would eat your face, huh? Yeah. She is in delusion land. She doesn't know what to do. Just support her husband. Just support her husband. If he says something stupid, just try to clean up after him. She is his wife and she has children. So maybe for some reason that feels like she's like, I'm used to cleaning up messes. Shouldn't be your job, but okay. Yeah, and he's going through the ringer, through his own voice, through his own what he has said, what he has done. There's a big old thief card, and she just wants to get through this. It would be great to be the second lady, but at the same time, I just want to get from here to there and live my nice lifestyle, my prestigious lifestyle with money, and raise my kids and just get through this. So I guess back in, if you'll excuse the expression, back in 1930s, early 40s, Berlin, the women who would go along with this, because nothing bad will happen to me. I mean, they weren't collaborators because they were actually German. But that's kind of what I'm getting here. Giovanna says, is he holding her hostage? Why in the heck would she support his rhetoric? She's a Republican. She wasn't always, but she is now. Ten of Swords, Tower. Honey, this ain't going to work. It's not. It's really not. This is bad. This is bad. This is going to, and this is what's going to happen to your family, to your husband's career, to you, to you're going to have problems in your career after this for taking such a radical stance, and yeah, T10 and MAGA will turn on her. Of course they will. Is anyone voting talking about the? I didn't think the leopards would eat my face. Does anybody? Is that just me? Has anybody else seen that? Okay. Innocent Potato. I don't know. J.D. Vance's wife, since she's Indian, they do have a caste system, but that's over there. I do know that there was talk a number of years ago about how some people were having to put their foot down in Silicon Valley kind of places, because they had people coming in to do various jobs, but they were abusing, certain people were abusing others just because they were of a lower caste. And there are people who like own the companies and what have you, and HR and what have you, that had to go, no. So I don't know. I don't know how much she's taken that on. I just know that good luck. You are going to need it. 32 minutes in. So, well, I've read on Dumpy and Melania enough times, so I guess it's fair. Is Usha Vance looking for an easy way out of her long marriage to dumb as rocks Vance? Thick as two short planks. Old puffy face. Old liar puffy face. I've got happy families. No, he actually he hasn't been around Trump enough yet to become a truly heinous husband, but just give it time. Yeah, give it time. Higher wisdom, yeah, good luck. You're on the wrong side of the aisle for that. But I've got happy families. Little bullying, but she handles him, it feels like. Institution of marriage, this kind of thing. Temperance. See, this is the problem. I've belabored the point. You're not going to make a kinder, more understanding government if your husband is Trump's vice president. Hold on says she's waiting it out. His success will be short-lived. That's true, Kaludi. According to Vance's plans, Usha would be unable to get a divorce. Mm-hmm. And all right, let's move on to something else, because this is actually starting to give me a tension headache, like right through here. Let's go into different energy. A man of principles. Principle what? I don't know, because he doesn't have any. Trump has now admitted this weekend, I'm for electric cars. Oh, I'm sorry. Whiplash. I'm sorry. We are now just saying the quiet part out loud as Trump admitted to a political quid pro quo this weekend. I am for electric cars, Trump told supporters in Atlanta. I have to because Elon Musk endorsed me very strongly. Elon. So I have no choice. Merchant. The merchant card. Whew. So it isn't even shocking that he can be bought and sold. I mean, seriously. Gypsy Spencer says, how much did Elon pay him? Quite a bit. Yeah. Change plans. All right, MAGAs, get behind the new plan. We need voters. But this isn't Green New Deal or anything like that. No. This is quite the whiplash. Queen of Pentacles does not look like a happy bunny. She looks very unhappy, in fact. Six of Pentacles. The oil people giving him money aren't going to like it, but yeah, whiplash. That's what Becca says. Next, he'll be endorsing windmills. Yes. Yeah, pretty much. Ooh, man. Lisa, yes, president for sale. Okay. Anyway. Clarence Field says, and Elon's kids will vote against him. I guess that's the problem with having 10 kids by 7 different women, or I forget what. Anyway. Okay, what else have we got? Let's just double check on this at 38. I have read on this, but I just wanted to get a little clarification because it's gaining traction, which is a good thing. There's been more discussion in the last few days concerning Trump and the $10 million in cash from Egypt. 200 pounds of cash. I can't even imagine what would happen if I just walked into my local Chase Bank and thunk. I'd like to deposit $10 million. Oh, man. Ansys just had another, the latest count is 12. Oh, 12 kids for Elon. Ew. Becca says, I read today that they're opening up a congressional investigation into that. Okay. Will this actually turn into something serious? Problem is, nothing's going to happen in 3 months. Becca says, well, it was technically $2 short of the entire 10 million. Oh, I stand corrected. One of my sisters years ago was in high finance and worked for companies that dealt with like huge pension funds and that kind of thing. And when they had a kind of joke in the office that after doing the reports on these just ungodly amounts of money, if you were off by like 2 cents, people would like pull pennies out of their pockets and like tape them to the report. It just makes me think of that. they are saying there's a statute of limitations. Now, because so I got distracted. But because he was president, you can't, don't certain things get put on hold? And the prosecutor didn't know about this. So, well, but because he was president, you couldn't have done anything anyway. So that's that. Look, it's a thief card. A man with money. People around the group surrounding Trump, supporters of Trump, waiting for the ship to come in. Come in. And you still lost. Do you know how much this man has grifted? How much this man has conned? There's still talk about a Trump. Now, I've heard about this. I do not personally, I can't point you to directly to an article on this, so I will just have to say entertainment only. But there's been talk for a long time about Trump having had a personal account in China, and either before or after Trump did some very nice things about Chinese tariffs, suddenly there were tens of millions of dollars put into that account, and he allegedly personally removed, what was it, $15 million or something from that account? I don't know. That is what I've heard. If you know better, please let us know. But all that grifting, all that conning, and you still lost. And you're going to lose again. Valley says it was 15 million in cash. In China? Or Egypt? I get very confused. The chat. There are a lot of different people talking about different topics. Yeah, things were just so quiet for so long. Fruits of labor. There's the plan. And then there's disappointment because you can't get rid of it. This feels like another slog. I'm just getting another one of these. There's an investigation. And then down the line, there might be a hearing, or there might be charges even, but then it's another year. And then it's the delays, and then it's so Okay, so speaking of buying state secrets for a $1 million annual fee at Mar-a-Lage, Sally was asking, did Netanyahu and Erdogan? Erdogan? I think it's Erdogan. Anyway, did they buy state secrets when they visited the summer White House? Haven says Orban. Thank you. Oh, Lisa, if you're tired, please, I hope you can get some rest. I didn't sleep very well either. But here we are. They were testing the waters. Just trying to get in good with him. Honestly, I don't know that they're super, now that Joe Biden is not on the campaign trail anymore. I wonder if they're just like, well, so much for that. Card for the reading, because you've got this just getting in with him, but behind that is a big old justice card. The actual reading itself, Ace of Cups, that would be Democratic win. Wins plural. There's the Sun card, the World card, and even though they planning, happy Democratic families. So I'm not getting much here. I get a lot of promises, and you know that if Trump promises you something, it will never happen. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Old Silver, thank you. Hungary, Viktor Orban, thank you. Whew. Lady even says, I like those cards. I do too. I do too. They're starting to rub the white spots, like here and here. And those are the main ones, but there's some other smaller ones. That's actually rubbing from use. Okay. At 46:30, Pops Peterson had a question. 46. 40. And an important question. Stock market has taken a downturn in the past few days. A big old correction going on. Will this affect Harris's chances of winning? That's always a fear. Yogi Bear, will Trump escape to Cuba in a bathtub? No, because he doesn't. I'm sorry. Stock market. Will the stock market taking, basically correcting, will this hurt Kamala Harris? It's all minor arcana. Card for the reading, money. So the people who actually do make money on Wall Street, of course, a lot of those guys, they make money when the market goes up, and they make money when the market comes down. They're big donors. They know how to short the market. They know exactly how to, all of it. They only lose money when the market plateaus. If it's doing way up or way down, they're just raking it in. There's the charity card. Unstable. Trump's in the middle. He's not good for the economy. The ones who aren't deluding themselves know that. There's disappointment. And a Page of Pentacles, which is not huge leadership. And this is all just trying to knock down cups, but mostly this is just Trump and the money thing, and it's all minor arcana, and they'll do anything to stir things up, but it's the worst thing ever. The worst. Really. Those who do not learn history are doomed to repeat it, or at least sound like idiots when they try to make future policies. It's like, do you know what we did okay. Oh, Mr. Couture says, update, my mom's a bit better today. Just spoke to her doctor. Good. Bless. Okie dokie. 49.50. The upshot of this question, 50 minutes in, is will the FBI and Secret Service and whatnot be able to stay on top of the threats to Harris and Biden and whoever the VP nominee is. Yeah, there are jerks being erected here and there. But will the FBI and the Secret Service be able to keep Biden, Kamala Harris, and her VP pick safe and their families? I would pay money to hear the ear-splitting yelling of Secret Service members when the people in charge and their trainers saw the video of where they let Trump stand up and clear to everybody for a second shooter. I would pay money to hear. Yeah, we're a little disappointed. Lisa Arnold said, it's my son Zachary's 37th birthday today. Is the best thing I ever did. Oh, happy birthday, Zachary. And well done, Lisa. There's America. There's the Emperor. Page of Cups. Nine of Wands. Six of Pentacles. I'm getting they'll do the best they can. I'm not getting really. This is a card of like the shame of what happened, the attempt on Dumpy's life. That thank heavens did not happen. Thank heavens he was not hurt. Even if he's lying about how much he was hurt. We do not want this man hurt. We do not. We do not. We do not. We want him to face justice. They're working on it. It's very, very important to protect the president, the future president, the VP. Yeah, it's just very important. They're on top of it. There was a man in Virginia who was just arrested and charged with threatening harm on VP Harris. And yeah, it's. I'm just getting shame, but them just doing their jobs. So, yeah, that's all I'm getting. Okay, 53. All of this will make you happy. 53. 15. The unprecedented launch of Republicans for Harris took place over the weekend on social media, which gives support and resources to Republicans to talk to their friends and neighbors about voting for Harris in November. This group includes Adam Kinzinger and quite a few other notable GOP members who have broken with Trump or broken from Trump. Will this group make any difference? Republicans for Harris. I like it. Did I miss something? Okay. Republicans for Harris. Republicans for Harris. Amy Jones says it's not great astrologically for the Democrats' convention. I know. I know. It's my card for America, but I don't know. This kind of starting to be like Kamala's card too. This is a bigger force than just one person. Fruits of labor. So these are people who have the means and the opportunity to try to, I don't know, help the cause of decency. That's a pretty big movement, but that's the election as well. Ace of Wands. They're not going to have an effect on MAGA. But they just spend your money instead of trying to convince people. Spend your money on shoring up or being willing to help pay for lawyers for the Democratic National Committee. That's just kind of there. Again, they're sitting pretty, but their MAG is not listening. Here's a thief card. Worry about voter suppression. They'll try to convince those people to vote Republican. Do whatever you can to give money to, I don't know, local whomevers who are going to be the ones deciding how many drop boxes there are going to be, how many people are going to be purged from the rolls. That's where you need to be spending your money. All right. At 56:30. Okay, this I don't. It has not escaped my attention that I am of the Caucasian persuasion. Yes, I have noticed. I've noticed. Yes. Oh, look at that. My father's a carrot top redhead. I'm Slovenian and Croatian on my mom's side, but on my dad's side, it's Celtic. Pale is all get out. All of that. So I don't often talk about. I have no leg to stand on to say that someone should what someone wants to say they are or are not. Not for me to say. I will make an exception because this is particularly what okay. Apparently, this man's name is pronounced Hung Cao. I found an interview with him. He was being introduced. He was okay with the pronunciation of his name. All right. Hung Cao is a Republican who is running against Tim Kaine. Okay. For the Senate seat in Virginia. Okay. Hung Cao was he was a Vietnamese refugee, and missionaries helped them escape where they were. They spent like a few months in Niger, and then eventually came to the States. Okay. Hung Cao came to the U.S. by way of Africa as a Vietnamese refugee. He is now saying that he believes that since he spent those glorious months in Africa, that makes him an African American. I don't think that's how that works. I mean, he also believes that witches have taken over California, which to me sounds like a good time. He's running against Tim Kaine for the Senate seat, and says that he is likely to win because people of Virginia, they just don't know Tim Kaine. Well, he's, according to 538, he's about 10 points ahead of you in the poll, so I'm guessing they do know who he is. So, oh, Lewis says California. I love it. Trillium Terror says, witches for Harris. Becca says, heck yeah, witches unite. Exactly. Pat Lyle, yay, witches. I kept, Robin D says, does he identify with the African-American culture? Does he participate in that? Not that I can see, but again, like I said, I'm leery of even getting near these waters because I have no, but there's nothing wrong with being Vietnamese. Why wouldn't you want to be Vietnamese? You're from there. You were born there. You were raised there. You were your whole family. Okay. People are really tired of the crazy. And even if you just, okay, we'll just ignore the whole race thing. Witches have taken over California, and it is his duty to keep them from taking over Virginia as well. Witches are trying to take over Virginia? Oh, wait. This just got interesting. How can we help? Dude, take several seats. Yeah, you can stand there and say whatever you're gonna have to go get a real job. Yeah, that's this. No, just no. Witches of Virginia. Night. Virginian witches. Those are two words I didn't think I'd be saying today. All right. Oh boy. Gold silver. Yeah. Can we help? How can we help? All right. Brad 2 says, I think he needs a wellness check. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm okay. Well, we're going to be okay. Kristen from Uncover the News is saying that there's at least one news source reporting that Harris has chosen her pick to be her VP, and the person has accepted. I have trouble believing. It'll be announced either later today or tomorrow morning. I would be shocked if it wasn't later today, because that's not something you can keep secret for very long. You just yeah. So we'll find out later today, and it'll be fine. We have a deep bench of decent people. So, anyway. All right, witches. That's going to do it for me for today, but I will be right back here tomorrow. And Brown says, I know actual practicing witches in Appalachia, and they are good people. Yeah. Yep. I don't know if they would call themselves witches, but Sienna Rose was on with Adrian from Red Lentil Healing yesterday, and they were talking about candle spells and things like that. It was really interesting. And those are two of just my favorite people on the planet. They are two of the best people you will ever meet. So that was on Sienna Rose Metaphysical. I was on her channel, so she's up doing videos again. So do check her out, and do check out Becca and House of Lenormand. So, all right. So I will be right back here tomorrow. It is 1:15 p.m. here in Chicago. At 3 o'clock, I'll be over on the Creative Sprints channel. Sarah's back. Yay! Everything's better when Sarah's around. And other than that, I'll be right back here tomorrow. Just throw your questions in the chat before I come on. You are not alone. We are in this together, and there are good days ahead. All right? Hang in there. All right? I'll see you tomorrow. Same cat time, same cat channel.